Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here's the return from inside the 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. The Bulldogs offense takes the field to start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So James Madison's offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. And running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interesting to watch this matchup.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it, using his legs to buy some time. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Davey, they'd love to do it they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. To the air on first down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To the air, it's back. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking to the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Dukes are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Scrambling away. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Touchdown, James Madison. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they sniff that draw out. When drawing you, you don't have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Final play of the quarter coming.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's back. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's running. Across the 25. He's got room. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll throw it. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 32 over Fresno State.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Wide open downfield.
He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation.
All kinds of running room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's now second
Line
down.
getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's back. Got his man on the right.
The second down pass.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
13.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
The pass falls incomplete.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But
Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Going up top on 1st down. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his feet to buy time. Touchdown, James Madison! And they score first here in overtime.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. 4 down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, it's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's back. Zings it complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Caught behind the line. It's dealt. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
And they're able to get him on the ground. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And he missed it. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dances away from the heat. Got enough space. That'll do it. They double overtime. Touchdown to walk it off.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the James Madison Dukes offense takes the field. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Right down the middle. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns offense has the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And this defense has taken up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this week.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Works the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Grace. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dukes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on second down. Movement here from the tight end. The RPO, it's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 11.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
What a snag by the defense. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to pick on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
The aerial assault continues. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
With the grab.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Finds his man in the middle. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Longhorns! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the done.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The Dukes inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to keep clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the 1-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Through the air is incomplete.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Ball's incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out, and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.